fitness and injuries?
Obviously, I've not seen the two longer distance ones in terms of Massimo and Yasser. They've come back this morning. We weren't really expecting Yass back till tomorrow, but he's back. Obviously played on Tuesday. Massimo played on Monday, so they'll train a little bit later today. The rest of them are in good shape, but having spoke to Mass and Yasser, they seem fit as well.
Did you see Yass's goal on YouTube?
I did, and fantastic goal. Doing a few more of them for us.
Now, we go into a period now where it is 9 games in the space of just under a month. It's a big time now, we're getting to the end of the season. When you look at that as an amount of games, you can't do anything about it, but it's a lot to take in a short space of time, isn't it?
It is a lot of games in a short period of time, but I think there's a lot of teams now in that position, and we've got to get heads down and cope with it. There won't be an awful lot of training done. It'll be more about recovery and making sure we're fresh for the games. But the prize that's at the end of it is worth going through that for certain.
Is it important then to get a good run together, start off with good momentum?
We're in good momentum. We've won 3 on the trot, so we can't get much better momentum than that. We're confident. Like I say, we won 3 games on the trot after a little blip. But the next game is all we can worry about. We can't worry about a game in 3 weeks' time, 2 weeks' time. It's purely and simply Saturday.
That's one thing that Andy Williams has been saying, actually. He said just then that he's spoken to some of the younger members of the squad when you were here as assistant, and it got towards the end of the season and didn't work out, reminding them that actually it's important now not to take the foot off the gas, even though, like you say, 3 games in a row, 3 wins.
Definitely, I challenged the players a couple of weeks ago, and about taking a little bit more responsibility. And so far, they've done it. They've come back with 3 wins, and they know what's at stake. And watching them train this week, I'm convinced that they're ready.
How has the bit of time they've had off, the ones who haven't been on international duty, helped you think when you go into a period like this?
I don't think you'll know until we've played the game on Saturday or maybe Tuesday, because I think we've had breaks before, and after some breaks we've looked good, after some we've looked a little bit sloppy. So I don't think we'll know until half an hour into the game on Saturday. But they've looked really bright this week, the boys that have been here, and when the boys came back, the 4 England boys looked really bright and fresh as well. So the training has been really good.
Has it helped John Swift, the fact that he scored a goal? Has that given him a little bit of a boost in confidence?
I think when you watch John play, I think that the last thing he lacks is confidence. He'll always back himself to get the ball and take 3 or 4 people on, and then not make 2 or 3 at the end of it. So he doesn't lack in confidence, that's for certain. He's a quiet lad, gets on with his business, and if he plays like he did for England on Sunday, we'll be really happy.
How much football have you got to watch over the last couple of weeks? How involved have you been in watching other teams?
As much as I can. Obviously I like to try and get to watch the opposition if possible, which I've been able to do in the last couple of weeks with Milton Keynes and Bristol City. So I've managed to see them live, and both really good teams. And I think as a manager, you're always trying to take games in, and watching players and watching teams. It's 2 good teams that I've watched in the last sort of 2 weeks.
Do you think that gives you a slight edge, the fact that you've been able to watch them maybe more than they've watched you?
I wouldn't have thought so, no, because they'll know everything about us. We try and know everything about them, and it will purely and simply come down to on the day.
With MK Dons, they're one